What's up, everyone? My name is Abby. I like to read, and no, it's not cold outside. It's still actually really hot outside, but I just wanted to look nice for once, okay? So, today I'm going to talk about all the books that I read in the month of August, which was last month because it's September, but it still feels like March. So, I ended up reading a total of 7 books, but the majority of them I actually listen to on audiobook because I have a lot of time when I'm working to listen to audiobooks, so that's what I do. I still have given up on having TBR, and I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm not reading as many books, but I don't know if that's because I just don't have enough time or if I don't have that motivation to finish a TBR, since I'm now just going like, what do I want to read next? And I just pick a book off my shelf. I don't really have that motivation to like, oh, I need to finish these books. But I guess that's kind of good because I'm not like stressed out about it, you know? I feel like I was so pressured to finish my TBR. Sometimes I was forcing myself to read books that I didn't really want to read because I didn't enjoy them. So I think I've definitely enjoyed the books that I read. So I don't know. I think I'm just not reading as much because I really don't have as much time now that I'm working full time. But let's get into the books that I did read. So, like I said, I read 7 books, 4 of them were audiobooks, and 3 were physical books, so I will start with the audiobooks. The first book I read was Failed Future by Elise Kova. This is the 3rd book in the Air Awakens Vortex Chronicles series. It's like the spin-off to the Air Awakens series. And I ended up giving this 6 out of 10 stars. I definitely am not enjoying this series quite as much as the Air Awakens series. I think that the characters just seem a little less mature, and I don't know if it's because I have it in my brain that they are like the next generation of the original series. And so, you know, obviously in your mind they're like, oh, they're the kids, so they're younger, but even though they're like the same age as the other characters in the other series, they just seem a little younger. I don't know if it's because of that like mindset or if just they're acting a little bit younger. It actually may be the voice narrator in the series. I don't really like the voice that she does for the main male character. It sounds a little whiny. So that also might be it, why I'm just not enjoying it as much, because I don't like his voice. The next 3 books that I listened to, these were re-listen? What do you call it? Reread, but the re-listen books? I don't know, that sounds weird. But they are the first 3 books in the Imagery series. So it is Sterling, Twist, and Impulse, all by Danica Dark. I love Danica Dark, and not only do I love Danica Dark, I love the combo of Danica Dark and Nicole Poole, the voice narrator of all of Danica Dark's books. She is so talented. I've said this multiple times, but it's so true. I love her voices. I love her accents. Her male characters are done so well. All the accents are done so well. Each character has a very recognizable voice. None of them are cringy. I love it. I really enjoy listening to those books. And so I listened to the first 3 and I love them. I believe I gave Sterling and Twist 8 out of 10 stars. Or like probably like 8.5 out of 10 stars. And then Impulse I gave a 9 out of 10 stars. Because I love this series. The first physical book that I read was Ash Princess by Laura Sebastian. I really enjoyed this. I gave it 8 out of 10 stars. I tabbed it, as you can see. And this book was, it was very, like, I don't know, kind of on the darker side, but like not a super dark book, but just some of the stuff that happened in the book was on the darker side, I think, for YA. But I still really enjoyed it. It was very tropey. And there's a bit of a love triangle, which I'm not thrilled about. I don't like love triangles. I've said that before. I don't like them. I think unless, like, I tolerate them if they are resolved quickly, but I'm gonna be really upset if they don't figure out their shit by the next book, because I just I don't want it. I don't like when the main focus in a series is deciding who she's gonna be with or who is he gonna be with. I don't like it. I just want there to be happiness. So I think that's my least favorite part of the book, the love triangle. But I am excited to see what happens next. And the last two books that I read in August, I think I definitely did go through like a little bit of a reading slump through August, because I didn't actually pick up physical books very often. I only finished 3, but I did finish these 3 pretty quickly. I finished the first one in 3 days, and then the second one, actually, it took me 11, but still, I really enjoyed them. So the first one is Aurora Rising, and then Aurora Burning. I really enjoyed these. It reminded me a lot of a cross between Skyward by Brandon Sanderson and Star Trek. It really seemed just like a younger version of Star Trek. A lot of the verbiage they used just seemed really similar to Star Trek, so I thought that was interesting. But yeah, so this is the first 2 books in the Aurora cycle, I believe, by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. I love that combo. They also wrote the Illuminae files, and they're so good together. I feel like Jay Kristoff just wants to like kill all the characters, and then Amy's like, okay, calm down, we can't hurt our readers too bad, we're just gonna kill one, okay? Let's just agree to kill one. And it's so good, it's so emotional. Once again, very character-driven series, which I love. The plot isn't too hard to understand. Of course, there's like stuff going on politically and stuff like that, but it's really easy to follow, and just the main focus of the series was the characters and getting to know them, which honestly is my favorite part about reading. I just love getting to know characters. I feel like I say that too often, but it's true. So, yes, super enjoyed. That doesn't make sense. Super enjoyed. I really enjoyed them. I gave Aurora Rising 9 out of 10 stars, and I gave Aurora Burning 8.5 out of 10 stars. So those were all the books that I finished in August. I feel like my September wrap-up is going to be very sparse, and empty and short. I've only read 1 book so far, and it's September 12th, so we're almost halfway through, and I read 1 book, but guys, it was a great book, but you'll have to stay tuned until next month to figure out what that book was. Spoiler, it's From Ash and Blood by Jennifer Armentrout. I'm not good at keeping secrets. Yeah, okay, this is turned into an August and September wrap-up, so I'm gonna cut myself off. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a big old thumbs up. Comment down below, how many books did you read in August? If you didn't read a lot, that's fine. Like, guys, there's no expectation of what we should be reading. If you read 1 book, if you read 1 page, if you read 20 books, good on you, because guess what? You're reading. And yeah, so you should be proud of that. And subscribe if you want to see more content on this channel, if you want to see more of this face. I'm always so awkward at the end. That's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. Voice crack. What's